Hello and welcome in our YouTube channel Metallurgical Facts. So in this video we are doing metallurgical engineering question practice for RNL Wising Management Training Exam, and this is part 15th of this video series. And this video series is very beneficial if you are looking for metallurgical engineering question practice for RNL as well as for gate metallurgy. So this video is very beneficial. We already added 14 part of this video in this video series. So you may look into the playlist for those videos. So the first question here is, which one of the following process may not be classified as agglomeration process? Okay, so agglomeration process is basically to form a lumps and for utilizing the fine ores or fine particles in industry. So that's why we use agglomeration process, and these agglomeration process may be of different type. Okay, so here I will tell you about this agglomeration process. So this agglomeration process is basically sintering process. Sintering process is one of the type of this agglomeration process, and the product of this sintering process is sinter. The product of this sintering process is known as sinter. The next process is pelletizing, in which we get the product pellets. Okay, so these pellets we get into pelletizing. The third process is briquetting, and in this briquetting process we get briquettes of the fine ores. Okay, so these all are lumps, okay, or in a big size. You may say that these are in coarser size. The next is nodulizing. So this nodulizing process, the product of this nodulizing process is nodules. Okay, so these are the four type of processes which is classified under agglomeration process. And here in this option they have given that sintering, briquetting, smelting, nodulizing. So sintering is in our list, so this is correct. This briquetting is also in list, so this is also agglomeration process. Nodulizing is also in our list, so this is also correct here. So which of the following is not agglomeration process? That is smelting. So smelting is not agglomeration process. Okay, smelting is basically the melting of ore particles in the presence of flux and reducing agent. Okay, so this is smelting and this is unit process. This is not agglomeration process. So this smelting is correct answer for this question. So C part is correct for this question. Question is, which one of the following is a defect of drawing process? Okay, so this is this drawing process they are asking about the defect. So these defects I have already supplied on Instagram page, and I will try to provide you the list of defects on our Telegram channel. Please join us on Telegram if you did not join our channel till now. Okay, so the question is, which one of the following is a defect of drawing process? So the first option is alligatering. Alligatering is basically the defect of rolling process. And B is earring. Earring is basically the defect of drawing process. Okay, and this always happened into the pairs. Okay, so always remember this earring effect will be in pair. And center burst is extrusion defect. Center burst is extrusion defect. And this undercut is basically from welding. Okay, so in welding process we get undercut defect. Okay, so the correct answer for this question is earring effect. Earring effect is for drawing process. So this type of questions you may get into RINL Vizag management training exam. Okay, so as you know, you have only 60 minutes for 100 questions. So they will ask straightforward questions, they will not ask calculative questions. Okay, so please try to find these type of questions for practicing purpose. So B is correct for this question. The next question is, during solidification of steel, killed ingots are. Okay, so solidification of steel, these ingots are also known as killed steel. Okay, so there are three type of steels, that killed steel, semi killed steel, and rimmed steel. Okay, so the killed steel is basically fully deoxidized, or you may say heavily deoxidized steel. And by using deoxidizers like aluminum, manganese, and silicon, we do the deoxidation of this steel, this ingots. And after the deoxidation, that ingot is known as killed ingot. Also we can use vanadium, titanium, and zirconium for removing the oxygen from the steel ingot for producing killed steel. Okay, so this type of steel basically uh, basically during that solidification there will be no reaction between the carbon and oxygen will happen. That's why we do the deoxidation, fully deoxidization. Okay, so the correct answer for this question is C part. Okay, and about this partially deoxidized, in semi-killed steel we do the partially deoxidation. Okay, so in semi-killed steel we do partially deoxidation. Okay, so here C part is correct. Next question is area under the elastic region on stress strain curve is. Okay, so suppose if we have stress strain curve here. Okay, so this is stress, this is strain, and we get the curve like that. Okay, so this is UTS, ultimate tensile strength. Okay, and here we have elastic region. Okay, so this all is elastic region, and they are asking area under this elastic region is known as. Okay, so you know this area under this elastic region is known as resilience. Okay, and the area under total stress strain curve is known as toughness. Okay, so here we have option UTS. UTS is basically ultimate tensile strength. B part is resilience. So resilience is correct because they are asking an elastic region. If they will ask area under total stress strain curve, so that will be the toughness. Okay, so toughness is wrong, strength is wrong, and UTS is wrong. So B part is correct for this question. The next question is in a three component system. So they are asking about three component system, means number of component is three at a constant pressure, the maximum number of phases that can coexist at equilibrium. So we need to know about the maximum number of phases. Okay, so here the constant pressure is uh, applied. Okay, so we can apply the formula phase rule, that is F is equals to C minus P plus 1. Okay, so this F is degree of freedom, this C is component, this P is number of phases. So here they are asking about the maximum number of phases. So maximum number of phases we can get corresponds to minimum number of degree freedom. Okay, so minimum number of degree of freedom, minimum number of degree of freedom may be 0 for any system. Okay, so we can use F is equals to 0. So F is equals to 0, C is 3 minus P plus 1. So from here we can get P value, that will be equals to 4. Okay, so for this question correct answer is 4, that C part is correct for this question. So the next question is unit of diffusion coefficient is. Okay, so we need to know about the unit of this diffusion coefficient, that is also known as D, and diffusion constant is known as D naught, and the unit of these two values are same. Okay, so these are the four options, and if you will look into the options you will get confused sometimes. And suppose if you know the unit of this diffusion coefficient and sometimes somehow you forget this diffusion coefficient unit, so how you can find the unit of this diffusion coefficient I'm going to tell you in this question. So this flux, that is diffusion flux, you can correlate with this diffusion coefficient, that is J is equals to minus D dc by dx, and you need to know about the unit of this D. If you know the unit of this J and you know the unit of this dc by dx. Okay, so what is this dc by dx? Dc by dx is this is concentration gradient. Okay, so what is the unit of concentration dc? So we can find in mole or kg or gram. So here I am going to find into the mole. Okay, so dc is equals to the unit of this dc will be mole per meter cube or centimeter cube. Okay, you can also write like that, kg per meter cube or gram per meter cube. Okay, so this all are same. So and dx will be in meter. Okay, meter, centimeter. Okay, this may be in meter or centimeter or millimeters also. So this is basically the distance, so that's why we can take this as meter. And what is the unit of this J? J is diffusion flux, so unit of this J will be mole per meter square seconds. Okay, so now we will put these values here and we'll try to find the unit of this D. So D unit we can find, D is equals to J multiplied by dx by dc. Okay, so this J unit is mole per meter square second, and here dx is meter, and DC unit is mole per meter cube. Okay, so from here we can cancel this mole and this meter square from here, and from here we will get the unit of this diffusion constant coefficient is meter square per second. Okay, so the correct answer for this question is B part, and also you get to know how you get the unit of this diffusion coefficient. So this unit of diffusion coefficient and the unit of diffusion constant will be same every time. Okay, so B part is correct for this question. Hope you understood this concept. Thank you guys for your attention. Hope you have learned something new in this video, and please give us valuable feedback of this video series so that we will able to add few more parts in this series before RNL exams. Okay, and subscribe our channel and press bell icon to get notifications. Thank you.